Let you know. Let you know. Let you know. Let you know.
Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. It's your boy EK, and welcome to Football Talk. I got my boy Eli on the side with me. How you doing, Eli, today?
Not bad. How you feeling?
Man, I was a little under the weather today. I ain't even gonna lie, man, but I'm feeling a whole lot better today, man. Whole lot better. Whole lot.
Always good news.
I know, right? So, man, well, I got you here today, man. We're gonna talk about the teams. And I'm gonna start with Houston. So can CJ Stroud return to the elite status? And now and when I brought this question up, a lot of people is feeling like he had a down year. Me personally, I think he did good. He was basic, and they actually did better last year than they did the year before, where he had better numbers.
Yeah, I think the problem was a lot of his team went down. A lot of injuries, and I think obviously they're in the weakest division in the league with us and a couple other nobodies, so they got a good chance to do great things. I think Mixon starting the season hurt though.
Yeah, he's out for 4 weeks. He's on the IR.
Yeah, so a lot's gonna fall on him, but they got they got a good team. They got a hell of a defense. So as long as he can keep them competitive, like you said, I don't think he was bad. I just think that the media didn't give a shit because his weapons were hurt.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I forgot about a lot of his weapons. He did lose a lot of his receiving core, people that he was comfortable throwing the ball to. But also when they came back, they didn't really play, good for him as well. So kind of at the same time, his offensive line wasn't kind of helping him out too, because he was getting in a lot of duress, in the pocket.
Yeah.
So I just think CJ Stroud is a quarterback on the rise, and I wouldn't say elite status, because we know he can play at elite status. My question is what does he have around him to make him elite?
Well, I think they've got a great team. I think when you come out and have the opening, like the rookie season he set the bar so high, so it leaves everything for comparison, and then you have a quote unquote down year last year. I don't like you said. I don't think it's about him being elite. He's a hell of a football player. It's just who was it? Tank Dell, Joe Mixon. I'm trying to think of some of those other players, but I think they're going to be fine again, especially in a weak division like ours. What we have the Colts at last week, 7-10, or the other week.
You
They
know
don't.
what? Let me.
They don't have a lot of
Yep, seven
competition
and
to
ten.
just make the
Right.
playoffs. They don't have a lot of competition to just make the playoffs. So as long as he's even just average or slightly above, they're going to be all right.
Well, well, I wanna go to their schedule, and we're gonna go to the win loss, and you tell me. We'll both go through it, so that way it'll be just not just you picking the team. I'm gonna pick them too as well. So, but I think like you said, man, they got a hell of a defense. The only problem that I really have for Houston really is they receiving core. Can they stay healthy? Because they receiving core it's above average. It's not great, but it's good enough for him. But I just feel like their secondary is not that good at all, and
Yeah.
it could be a whole lot better. So let me see. Okay, so they start off week one, uh, week one at Los Angeles Rams. Who you taking?
Phew. I'm gonna have to go Rams, man. I was watching a little bit of stuff on the Rams. I think they're gonna be all right too. And actually, now that we're kind of jumping around talking about a little bit other teams, I think I'm gonna have to rechange who I'm saying my sleeper team is too. I think I'm
Who
going with the Giants.
really? Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Just hold that thought on the
yeah,
Giants
okay,
because you know
okay, okay.
what?
I know we're
We is
getting in
talking
it. I know
about.
we're getting it.
Yep, we is gonna get into the Giants. So because it's just you, I'm just gonna let you pick the win loss on there. So you said you like the Rams on that one, so that's a loss for them. Okay, so
Yeah,
week 2 they play Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. Who you taking?
I'd give them that one. I give them that one. I think they get to Baker.
Baker Mayfield. So 0-2. All right, so then week
No, no, no,
3.
no, no. I give that to Houston. I think Houston gets to Baker. My bad.
Gotcha. Okay. So week 1-1 now, 1-1. Okay, so week
Yeah,
3, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They traveling to Florida and playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I give it to Houston. I don't like Jacksonville.
I don't either. The fact that they had the number 2 pick or in the top 5 at all, being that they was just in the playoffs the year before, it's crazy to me how they just downfall and spiral so much. It's so crazy. All right, week
Yeah,
4, we got the Tennessee Titans is coming to Houston and playing the Texans. Who you got?
the Texans.
Texans again. Okay, so now they 3-1. Okay, week 5, they're traveling to Baltimore and playing the Ravens. Who you got?
They're lo- they're losing that one.
Losing that one. Okay. So week 6 they get a bye. Week 7 they playing Monday night at Seattle.
Oh, now see that'll be a good one because Seattle was my original sleeper. I think I'm gonna leave that for you to pick that one.
You know
No
what?
pressure.
Okay, well, I feel you because coming off a bye, they're gonna be rested. They might not be relaxed. To me, it's really gonna come down to the fourth quarter in that game. But Houston don't play in the 12th man a whole lot, so I'm gonna give it to Seattle on this one because they don't really play in the 12th man a whole lot. So when you haven't played in a place um, a lot, I got to give it to the place that you ain't never played in because it's hard
Yeah,
to play in certain places.
that's a great point too.
So, okay, so now week 8, we got the 49ers coming to town. They coming to Houston and playing the Houston Texans.
See, that's another toss up right there too, because like I said in the group chat, like I don't think the 49ers are going to be elite, but I mean it depends on what version of Brock Purdy comes to play. But I think Houston gets that one. I think it'd be a good game though.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game too. That's definitely a tough one. It really like you said, it really depends because like I think around that time, I think Brandon Ayuk should be coming back. So hopefully they'll be whole, and then that'll be a good matchup. But yeah, I agree with you, Houston. I like Houston too. So now we go into week 9, and they staying at home and they playing the Denver Broncos. Who you got?
I got Denver. I like Denver.
Okay, Denver. So right now they're 4-4. So now they going back home and they playing the Jacksonville Jaguars again for the second
Yeah,
straight.
they'll take that. Take that again.
All right, 5-4. Now they're traveling to Tennessee and playing the Titans.
Take that again. I think they sweep the. I think they sweep the AFC South. To be honest with you, and we all know I'm a Colts fan, so that sucks to say, but
I know, right? I know it's tough. So at once they leave Tennessee, they travel back home on a Thursday night, a short week, and they play the Buffalo Bills at home.
oh, I think Josh Allen gets them there.
Okay, Josh Allen gets them. So a little 6-5. So now they traveling to Indy. They coming here, Eli, and they playing the Colts week 13.
They're beating us, man.
Oh,
I
I
hate to
can't
say
believe
it.
that. Woo.
I don't want to say it. I don't, man. I'm so back and forth on what to believe this year. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't have any faith in the Colts. I know they're
I
probably
mean,
gonna
I'm
be
still gonna watch and support. I like our defense. I like what Anarumo's doing with the defense, but you're still gonna have to score points, and I don't feel like we have a cohesive enough offense to do that. So we'll see. I mean, I like all of our players, but when you got Danny Dumpster Fire in charge of it, I don't trust it.
so it sounds like you're going with the Houston Texans,
Houston, yeah.
huh? So they travel on the road again, and Sunday night they playing the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. Who you got?
Oh man.
I know, right?
Well, hopefully Travis is doing too much wedding planning. Houston can beat him, but I don't think they will. You said it's in Arrowhead.
It's in Arrowhead, and it's Sunday night.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs take that one.
Chiefs got the win. So now they're coming back home, and they playing the Arizona Cardinals.
They'll win that one. I think. I think they take that one.
Okay, Arizona loses. So now they stay home and they play the Vegas Raiders.
They'll win that one.
Okay. So right now we got them at 10-6. So now they at the Chargers, week
Ooh,
17.
that'd be a good game too.
I know, right?
Uh, Justin Herbert's always good in the regular season, but I really like Houston's defense. I think they could slow him down. I still take Houston.
Okay, Houston it is. And then the last and final game, they
I already
playing
know what you're about to
Colts.
say, and we're
Yep.
losing.
Yep. They playing the Colts at home.
Yeah, Colts losing that one.
Oh, the Colts is losing that one too. Oh my God. So we got the Houston Texans at 12-6. 12-6. All right.
Sounds
12.
about right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to give them too much credit,
Compared
but
to some of the other ones we've done, though, that sounds like a pretty easy schedule, honestly, except for those few games.
it is. I mean, the division is down. I mean, we don't know what the Colts is going to be. We know they're going to be competitive, but as far as winning a playoff spot, that's yet to be determined. Um,
Right.
the Tennessee Titans. I mean, you got a rookie quarterback. I mean, he really don't have any weapons. So, and they defense is suspect. So, and they got a second year coach who was the worst team. Almost one. I think they was the worst team in the league last year, wasn't they? I think it was either them or the Patriots. I'm
Yeah.
at to look it up.
No, I think you're right. I think it was them.
And then Jacksonville, what a downfall. That's the reason why a lot of people think Jacksonville got a shot because I mean they're trying to see the potential in Trevor Lawrence, but you know he's getting all these weapons, but he's not doing nothing with them. You know, ever since they beat
Yeah.
the Chargers in that playoff game, they just haven't been the same.
Yeah.
And they had to come
He's
back.
been,
Go ahead.
no, I was just saying Trevor Lawrence has always been up there in my like top 5 overrated players, anyways. So
Well,
I
there you
mean,
go. There you go. So when I asked who was an overrated player, there we go. That's one of the overrated players. I think he's overrated.
yeah,
I did believe in him though at the beginning. I thought he was a for sure thing, but you know, when you start saying for sure things, that's when they get kind of iffy, you know.
yeah,
But I wanted to talk about what everybody's been talking about is the Dallas Cowboys, right? And so the Dallas Cowboys, everybody is glitz and glamour. And if anybody haven't seen the documentary America's Team, you gotta go, you gotta see it. It's on Netflix. You got to see it. It's really good. It's going to detail, tell you the history when Jerry Jones bought the team. They talk about when he hired Jimmy Johnson and when they won their first championship. You can tell that they was already looking like they was ready to break apart, but I mean, Jimmy Johnson kind of hurted their dynasty, but when Michael Irvin got arrested and got suspended, and then he got hurt in that playoff game, that's what really showed me where Dallas was done. Dion, he wasn't effective anymore, and then he ended up going to Washington. But my question to you is, Eli, we've been hearing about the Michael Parsons situation, him sitting on the laying on the training table, walking, eating nacho chips, just acting like he don't want to be there. So I'm
Doing
gonna
the
ask you
call me
this. So
thing.
what if? So let me ask you this. So what if Dallas did pay him the money? How much of an impact does he have on the Cowboys' success?
I mean, and he's definitely a huge influence to their defense. He's a franchise player for sure. Uh, I think it's just one of these situations where personality is getting in the way. At least I haven't seen what you saw. I haven't seen much of the documentary, but I've heard bits and pieces of it. And from what I picked up, an offer was already made, and his agent essentially told him to shove it up their ass, basically.
Yeah.
And you got him, like you said, walking in, eating stadium nachos, all that stuff. Somebody from Atlanta saying, come play for the Falcons. He's doing the whole call me thing, the leaning on the table. I mean, he's a great player when he's on the field, but it doesn't sound like he's going to be on the field as a Cowboy anymore. So
And, and,
great
and
player on defense, but at the end of the day, you're still being led by Dak Prescott, the regular season champ that can't win in the playoffs anyway. So to me, you might as well just, like the Herschel Walker trade, do something about it and get something out of him at this point.
my thing is with Michael Parsons is that he is very strong for his size. My problem with him is that the Cowboys is not good as far as stopping the run when it comes to with him. It seems like everybody can run on them a lot. And their problem is that now that it's just only him on the defensive line because we don't even know who they got. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence is gone. I know they picked up some dude named Maisie Smith, and I mean he's already hurt. I mean, half of the guys that we know that are stars on that defensive team, they coming in hurt. Trayvon Diggs, he coming in hurt.
And
Mike.
he's hurt. Parsons is hurt.
Yeah, Parsons is hurt too. I mean, and then he's not even practicing. And most times when you ain't practicing and then you try to play week 1 or week 2, most of the time you get hurt. You get
Right.
hurt, you get some type of injury, or you dealing with something. It happened with Emmitt Smith. He held out. Next thing you know, the last game of the season that year, he ended up hurting his shoulder and getting a 3-grade separation. So uh Michael Irvin, when he got suspended for like 5 games for the drug arrest, I mean, he came back and then in that playoff game, he tore his collarbone up. So, and then another thing, what'd you say? But listen,
Sounds
another
like you
thing
got a
though,
cold, man.
I know, right? Another thing is though, in the documentary, it shows you that Jerry Jones, he does this all the time. He waits and waits and waits, and then he pays you because he's trying to get leverage. But then at the end, the player always end up getting the leverage from him.
Well, that's what they were saying too, didn't wasn't it last year when they signed Dak the day before the season started or something?
Yeah,
So
CD Lamb
they just
too. CD Lamb
yeah,
too.
exactly.
CD Lamb too, and he got hurt. He ended up getting hurt. Dak ended up getting Dak was already hurt before he got his money. I mean,
Yeah,
he got hurt and then he ended up getting his money. But yeah, it's a thing with the Cowboys. And if you watch the documentary, he does it with every single star player that he deals with. He makes them wait. He's stubborn. He's just as stubborn as they is. And this Michael Parsons thing, I think he really just waiting on him to be like, hey man, I don't want to miss a game. I'm gonna play. Cause really he's still under contract. So he really ain't
right.
going nowhere. But do you really think with Michael Parsons they'll be successful? The Cowboys as far as winning the Super Bowl? Because I'm starting to think he's not. I'm starting to think he's not an impact player.
I
Only
don't know. I don't know who he is, but as long as they got Dak Prescott as their quarterback or whatever position he played, nigga, they ain't winning shit.
I agree with that. That's exactly what I was about to say. Because either way, he's a fucking choke artist.
but hold
He
on
And
though.
he Tony
But
Romo. He Tony Romo all over again, dog.
right. See, it's some guys that play good in the regular season, and then there's some guys who just can't play in the playoffs. Like Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is one of the great players as far as regular season history goes. If you look at his regular season record, he's right up there. But then when it comes to in the playoffs, he stinks, and that's like Dak Prescott. He the same thing.
Name some other Hall of Famers like that, because I don't know. What other
Uh,
Hall of Famers are like that are really good in the season but suck in the playoffs?
John Elway used to be like that.
He was terrible in the playoffs but really nice in the season.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say terrible, but his teams wasn't going very far until they started going to the Super Bowl. But even in the Super Bowl, they was losing big time.
Tony, Tony Romo.
Yeah, Tony Romo, for real, for real. Yeah, Tony Romo. When he fumbled that hold on that kickoff, that just killed his career right there. They wasn't the same either. So I want to go to the schedule real quick. Let's see what the schedule looking like. Because everybody keeps saying that the Dallas Cowboys is going to be at least in the playoffs, and I'm really not sold just yet because I don't know about their defense. Their defense is kind of suspect, and everybody's
I mean,
banking on offense to play very well.
and that's what happened last year, though. They had a great regular season. Everybody talked that shit, and then they get fucking stomped by the Packers. I think the same shit's about to happen, honestly. You got to get rid of Dak Prescott. They're going to have to move on from him.
Yeah,
Well, they
what's crazy
can.
to me about that is like it's only 1 year apart. So what big difference could have changed from this year to last year to make them not get smacked by the who'd you say they just got smacked by?
The Packers?
Yeah, what because I don't hear
Well,
nobody talking about the Packers. So if you ain't getting past
right,
the
and that's
Packers,
my sleeper team. I like the Packers, but the difference is that Dak Prescott wasn't playing, so they feel like because he's playing, it's going to be a little better.
man, like I said, man, I ain't trusting no black man named Dak.
Well, let's jump into the schedule. Okay, so they got the Eagles, of course. They got the Eagles. It's 8 days away. They got the Eagles Thursday night in Philadelphia. Who y'all taking?
Eagles?
Philly.
Philly it is. Then they come home and they play the Giants.
Giants?
Ooh,
Versus who? Giants versus who?
the Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm gonna take the
It's still fuck New York, nigga.
well I'm taking the Cowboys too, man. I think they'll beat the Giants. They should beat the Giants after they lose to the Eagles.
Hey, bro, I don't care if you a Giant, a Jet, a Nick. Fuck them all. A Met, a Yankee. Fuck them all.
Yeah, man, you
that'd
going
be,
too
that'd be
deep.
the game Dak goes out for the season. Watch. They're about to get his Abdul Carter's about to put his nuts on his forehead and he'd be out for the season.
He might. He might though. He might. He might. I want to see how good he gonna be though. I really want to see how good he gonna be, man. Any person. You know what? I'm gonna get into him in a minute. I'm gonna go to him next. I'm gonna go to them next. But the next one is week 3. They playing at Chicago. Who y'all got?
I'll give Dallas that one.
Evan, you got a Pacific team? Oh, we must have lost some. All right, so give it to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. Dallas Cowboys. All right. So now week 4, they coming home Sunday night and they playing the Green Bay Packers. Look, you just brought them up.
Speaking of, right?
Yep, you brought them up.
I give that to the Packers, man. I really do. I agree with you. They're not my full on sleeper, but I think Jordan Love's gonna have a good season.
I just think Detroit is gonna be down, man. They people don't realize, man, losing 2 coordinators offensively and defensively, man, that's a lot. You can't just
That's a lot.
I get that they got weapons to plug and play, but really, if you think about it, they really only got one good wide receiver, and that's St. Brown. You know, really, who's the other guy on the side of him? Williams.
Yeah, Javante Williams, I think, and then the running game, Sonic and Knuckles. But I mean, still, Jared Goff is like up and down. Look at what he did in St. Louis or Los Angeles, whatever. My bad. But I agree with you. I think that people are not giving enough credit. That's like a whole change of a whole team, a whole scheme, whatever they do, offense and defense. So I don't trust in Detroit. I like their head coach. I think he's a hell of a coach, but that's a lot. That's a lot to lose.
Yeah, especially the way they play. But now we got week 5. Dallas is going to New York and they playing the Jets. Who you got?
Dallas.
that's an easy one. Okay, so they
Yeah.
stand on the road and they playing Carolina. They travel to Carolina and playing the Panthers.
I think the Panthers need a few more weapons, but I think Bryce Young might look all right too. He's been all right so far. Obviously, it's preseason, but I'll give that one to Dallas too.
Okay, I really don't trust Bryce. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I know. Most
He
people
too,
don't.
he too small, man. He too small. That's what's gonna hurt him in the end. But they got a
Yeah.
tough game week 7. They're playing the Commanders. They coming into Dallas, and the Commanders say they want the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh man, in Dallas, I'd probably give it to Dallas, but I think it'll be a good game. It's regular season though, so I give it to
Yeah.
Dallas.
Okay, Dallas it is. So they 5-2 so far. So now they going on the road and they traveling to Denver and playing the Broncos.
I think Denver gets that one.
Denver it is. Okay, so then Monday night, the Arizona Cardinals is coming to town playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas.
Dallas it is. Week 10, they get a bye. Week 11, they at Vegas playing the Raiders.
Damn, they got a cakewalk. That's Dallas too.
I mean, they do, but they so terrible on defense. We got to see what they can do. They're probably gonna be fighting for a playoff spot. The question is they gonna win though? That's the question.
That's
But,
true. Yeah.
but you picking Dallas? You said Dallas over the Vegas Raiders?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, Dallas. Okay, so now that week 12, they going back home and they playing the Philadelphia Eagles. It's their first matchup against them.
The second one, because they open against them, right?
Oh, right. You're right. This is the second matchup. You're right. So they lost to the
But I
Eagles the
still give it
first.
to Philly.
Yeah, Philly was the first game, and they lost that one. So you think they're gonna lose this one too?
Yeah. I think Philly's got their number.
All right, Philly it is. Then it's Thanksgiving, and Kansas City's coming to town
Ooh.
to Dallas and playing the Cowboys. Who you got?
I got Travis Swift. The Chiefs winning that one.
Chiefs winning that one.
Wouldn't that be funny if he took her last name? Nah, we better
Yeah.
not get on all
Oh man,
that.
that's going. Man, you knew it was coming. I don't know why people didn't think it was coming. I can see why people thought it was a fake. You know,
Yeah.
Didn't really look like it was a real relationship. But Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson don't look like a real relationship either. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how that goes too. So after the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, they play on Thursday night again, and they playing the Detroit Lions. They going to Detroit.
See, it's like what we just talked about, but I don't know. That's in Detroit. That's a hard place to play too, and that's later in the season. You'd like to think that they'd have some stuff figured out by then. I'm gonna go Detroit just because they're home.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like Detroit too in that one. So then they get another primetime game at home, week 15. And they're playing the Minnesota Vikings.
Hmm. Okay, I thought they had a cakewalk. Now their schedule's getting a little tough. I don't know, man.
They do got a cakewalk. That's why I'm saying they probably gonna be there at the end. The question is they gonna be able to sneak out some of these wins?
Yeah, I don't know about this game either. Like I like JJ McCarthy. I think he could fit right into that system. I think they could beat him, but I tell you pick this one.
Dallas is at home. JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna give it to the Cowboys because this is his first time playing in Dallas, so I'm gonna give it to the home team on that one. So then week 16, they're still at home and they're playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh. I'd give it to the Chargers there.
All right, Chargers it is. Then they go to Washington, play the Commanders week 17 on a Thursday night. So it looked like a short week for them on that one.
I think I gave Dallas the first one. I'd probably give the Commanders this one.
Commanders it is. And
Oh
then the very
man.
last game is at the Giants against the New
I'm
York
gonna go Giants.
Giants. You say you're going to Giants?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I like that team, man. I'm telling you. We'll get there though, but
Ooh, so they're 8-9, right? Right where we thought they was gonna be. 8-9. 8-9. Yep, that's about where I thought they was gonna be. I thought they was gonna be there anyway. And so now we can get into this Giants talk. So what do you think about Russell Wilson being a starter for the Giants? You think he gonna make a difference for them? I know you said that's one of your sleepers, but do you think they're gonna do it with him as a starter?
no. No.
Who?
I think they put Jackson Dart in there, man. Just let it ride. I think he's gonna get the start, obviously, just because of the vet, the tenure, the leadership, all that stuff. But that boy can throw the rock. Jackson Dart, man, he's good. He's good. And I mean, Malik Neighbors, Dalen Hyatt, they've got some weapons, man. Who else they got? They got Singletary, Devin Singletary. They got that Scatabo kid, running back,
I
and then
like
just
him.
defense.
I like him. I
Yeah,
like him. A lot of people don't. They probably know him from being in the CFP in the college football playoffs. You know where he was going wild. But I think he's underrated, man. I think he should have went a little higher, but that's just me personally. I think he's a
and then
good.
he played some quarterback too.
He did at times. He did play quarterback at times. He threw a couple touchdown passes. You know, they did a lot of misdirection plays, flea flickers and stuff to where he was He did. He did. He threw a couple of touchdown passes in the college football playoff game.
That's what I was about to
And
say. There's some wild shit they can draw up with somebody like that.
I, I like him. I like him. I think he's an underrated back. Like for real, for
Yeah.
real. But my question is to you is what do you think about the Carter kid, the rookie? What do you
Abdul
think
Carter.
about him? Yeah, Abdul Carter. What do you think about him wanting to wear Lawrence Taylor's jersey?
I think that's a little bit big on confidence wise goes, but a lot of people are making that comparison on their own even before he said it. I mean, he's a get after it motherfucker, man. Like he's good. Like he played. What did he play in that in the CFP with a broken arm and still going after hard tackles? I mean, just the shit that he was doing in preseason. Not to mention the three other people that are on the line with him, Brian Burns, and I guess I think I said it in the group chat, but Brian Burns and Thibodeau and Sexy Dexy Dexter Lawrence. Like I'm telling you, man, they might be a problem. That first front four is going to be hard to get by.
No, I'm with you on their defense. I think they got a hell of a defense. I think where they lack on defense is their secondary. But you're right, they do got a massive front four. Like they front four can compete with anybody in the league right now.
Yeah.
So they is tough. But I definitely have to see Carter because I know he is a beast. But I just got to see him playing in NFL because I know he's gonna be able to have success because, like you said, he's gonna be around Burns and he's gonna be with Thibodeau. So that's right in his wheelhouse to where
Right.
somebody's gonna be free to blitz the running back. But you wanted to say something about the Giants. You said that was your sleeper team. Why would you choose them besides just their defense?
I just think they have this aura about them, and I mean, everything's based off of preseason highlights and this and that. But like again, I don't think Russell Wilson lasts as the starter, but he's a great motivational person. So if he doesn't work out and then they throw in that Jackson Dart is went so later in the round and in the draft, I don't think it was deserved. I think he can play. Then you got the best hype man of all right behind him and Jameis Winston.
Oh boy.
And,
Oh boy.
and, and I'm saying like that means like that kind of stuff means a lot in football. The culture, the team, all that stuff. Malik Neighbors is due for a more of a breakout season. I think that I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't really know who their tight end is to say off the top of my head, but I think that they could be a problem, like for real, for real.
You know what? If I would definitely agree with you with the Giants. I just have to see what they're gonna do on offense because we know what Russell Wilson gonna do, and we know he's not gonna last. So my thing is, most of the time, if he's not going to last as the starter, then that means they're not playing very good football. So if Jackson Dart's coming in, that definitely means to me that the Giants is not playing good football, and they're going to put him in a position where he might have a chance to get them in the playoffs, but ultimately, I don't think he's going to be able to get them there, just because he got to get some experience too. Um, and
Yeah.
and I just don't really like I don't really like the preseason and judging players because really they really playing against guys that really they should be destroying. Because most of the guys that they playing against, they ain't gonna have a job when it's all said and done. So I'm still shocked that Shador was able to stay on the team. I really thought they was gonna cut him because he he didn't get hired on the depth chart. He stayed where he was at, and they still kept him. I'm shocked, really.
Well, I think trading Kenny Pickett helped his situation quite a bit. That's for sure. I agree with you. I thought he was getting cut after his last game for sure. But then, because media was trying to bury him and the fact that like Well, I know we're talking about the Giants, but off topic a little bit. You know, the fact
No,
that all
that's
those
okay.
linemen,
No, that's okay because
all
I want to speak about it a little bit before we get into this schedule. Because I'm like
yeah,
I'm totally shocked on um how everything played out because man, the way it was going, I really expected him to get cut. I never thought Kenny Pickett was gonna get traded, and he's got traded 3 times in his 4-year career. So that's crazy.
well, you already know since we first met or whatever through all this, like I wouldn't say necessarily a Shador hater, but have definitely called him overrated quite a bit. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's not that I don't stand by it still, but like my eyes were opened a little bit more, especially that last game where they were basically like, you know, obviously he can't run around like it's NFL blitz or
Right.
NFL street or anything like that, but he's running around and these linemen are selling him out and then they get cut after the game. It's like, so, and then all these reports come out. Eric Dickerson comes out saying that the NFL was telling them not to draft him and this and that. And it's like, you feel bad for the guy almost, you know? He's like going out there playing a very physical sport, gimmick or not. He's playing it and he's not doing awful. He's not doing great by any means either, but you feel bad for him. So to respond to adversity like that, still take the snap, still get sacked, still, you know, bounce back up. I'm glad to see he made the team, basically, long and short.
Yeah, me too. Because I didn't want to because he didn't. To me, I felt like he didn't get a fair shake as far as the opportunity that some of the other players was getting. Like Dylan Gabriel when he played with the Eagles. I guess it just so happens that he was hurt, but to me, I even think the injury was kind of fake. You know, it was almost like they really wanted them to not play um, in the same game. And you could kind of see that too in that last game where when Dylan Gabriel came in the game and then Shador ended up coming in, you could just tell, man, the people that he was playing with, man, they wasn't no good. And then he started falling back into his old habits, drifting back, trying to make a play and stuff like that. It's like, nah, dude, you can't do that. These is NFL.
Yeah, not in the NFL. It's way different.
But to be honest with you, I really, really think this was a owner's move because a lot of reports saying that the owner is the one that wanted them to draft, and then the owner saying that it was the GM's best interest to draft him. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. And then the head coach never wanted him, so it's like, okay, who's really lying?
Right.
But we're gonna get into this schedule real quick. Okay, so the New York Giants, they start off at Washington and they playing the Commanders. Who you got?
See, I'm still thinking of my sleeper team, but I do like Jaden Daniels, and I think it's going to take a little getting used to. I'm going to give Washington to that one.
Okay, Washington it is. So now the Giants is on the road and they're playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Shit, I almost messed that up. I give it to the Giants. My bad.
The Giants, okay, 1-1. Okay, so now they're going home Sunday night and they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my God.
No, right? They got a brutal schedule. Even gonna lie.
Well, I don't know how much of a sleeper they'll be if they got this kind of schedule, but I'll give that to the Chiefs. But again, I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to say Chiefs for the sake of it, but
It's gonna be
their
tough.
defense.
It's gonna be tough. It's a Sunday night game. I'm pretty sure the Giants is gonna be pumped. And Russell will. To me, I just don't believe in Russell Wilson no more. I just don't think he's that guy no more. So, and I really believe if he's struggling, then that means the Giants is not playing good football, and they probably gonna be like under 500 if he's out of there, pretty much. Because
That's true.
so we giving them the Chiefs. So right now they're 1-2. So then they're staying home and they playing the LA Chargers. Who you got?
I give the Giants that one.
Ooh, you
I think
give
that.
yeah,
I think the defense gets in there. Herbert holds that ball a little too long. I think sometimes. Like I know he's not always, but I'm telling you that teams that are playing these guys are going to have to get rid of it quick, make decisions quick.
Yeah, I like it
To me,
because it's a West Coast East Coast thing. You know, I don't like
yeah,
the West Coast teams going to the East Coast, even though it's early. But you just never know though. I really don't like East Coast teams going to the West early in the season, and I don't like West Coast teams going to the East when it's late in the season because they really don't do a good job. So, all right, you say you giving it to the Giants on that one. So right now
yeah,
they're 2-2. So then they traveling to New Orleans and playing the Saints week 5.
I'll give that to the Giants. I think Saints are a walkover this year.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, then they get a short week. They come home and they play the Philadelphia Eagles Thursday night.
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a brutal schedule. It's a brutal schedule. Brutal.
I give that to Philly.
All right, Philly it is. 3-3 Giants. And then the next game is at Denver. Going
Oh my god, damn,
yeah,
jeez.
brutal. Brutal.
Oh man. I'm gonna give it to Denver.
All right, now they under 500. They 3-4. And then after that, they play the Eagles again. This time it's in Philly, week 8.
Man, jeez. I have to give it to Philly. Sorry, Giants. You were my sleeper, but damn, this sounds bad.
Brutal. And check this out. Week 9, they come home and they play the San Francisco 49ers. I know, right?
I give them that game, but man, just coming off of a couple losses, they're gonna have to get fired back up. I think this would be like third game or so without Russell Wilson, though. So I agree with what you said, but if they pull Russell Wilson, they're playing bad football. But at the same time, like Russell Wilson's his own worst enemy too. Sometimes, so it's
He
no matter
is.
how long they hang on to him. I mean, shit, they let Daniel Jones go 3-13 before they pulled his ass. So we'll see, I guess.
So you know who you take? Who you taking?
I'm taking the Giants on that one.
The Giants
I'll
against
give it.
the 49ers. Okay, so
Just
now,
coming off a couple losses, they better be fired back up.
man, that's gonna be another that to me, that's gonna be one of those games where whoever wins that game is probably gonna have a good shot of making the playoffs.
That's a good point.
The next game is at Chicago and they playing the Bears. Who you got?
See, so we're on a little win streak now. We're turning the season around a little bit. We beat the Bears.
All right, Bears it is. Okay, so now they have 5 and
Giants over the Bears. Giants over the Bears.
Giants over the Bears. So now Giants go home and they play the Green Bay Packers week 11.
Whew. I'll still give them that one. I will, honestly.
The Giants
Yeah, I'll give the Giants that one. Yep. I think they get to Jordan.
6-5, and then after they play the Packers, they go to Detroit and play the Lions week 12.
All right. Yeah, I'll give that to Lions just because they're home. But I
uh,
think that'd be a hell of a game to watch, though.
this is a brutal schedule. So then they get a Monday night game and they go to New England and play in the Patriots.
Okay, so they'll beat the Patriots, I think.
Okay, beat the Patriots Monday night. Then they get a bye. They get rested, and then they come home and they play the Washington Commanders week 15.
They're at home.
Yep, they at home after a bye.
I give the Giants that one. Yeah.
Giants to win. They stay home week 16 and they play the Minnesota Vikings. Ooh.
Oh man. See, I like JJ. I think JJ steals that one from him.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the Giants, but I think
You taking
O'Connell's. I take the Vikings on that one.
okay, you taking the Vikings. Okay, Vikings it is. All right. So then after they go home, they got to travel all the way to the West Coast to Vegas to play the Raiders.
See, I don't believe anything about the Raiders, so I take the Giants.
Giants it is. In the last game and not least game, week 18, they got to travel back all the way to the East Coast and play a home game against the Dallas Cowboys.
I still take the Giants, but man, what a season.
The Giants, woo, way. So the Giants is 10-7.
See?
10-7.
That'd be pretty impressive. From all that stuff we just read off, that would be impressive if they pull that off.
Would be impressive because I mean, to me, their team is built for them to win like that. I just like I said, man, if we both agreeing on Russell Wilson getting benched, then they're probably not going to be having a good record, and that's just me personally because I don't believe in Russell Wilson anymore. I think he's done for.
Yeah. But I
But
just wonder how short his leash is, honestly, because if he's doing it to himself and they know they have Jackson Dart, and again, like you said, preseason's not really like the best sample to look at, but that boy was killing in preseason. And I mean,
yeah,
if they know what they got in Jackson Dart, just let him ride. Russell Wilson chokes out a couple games, just put Jackson Dart in, and here's the future.
but it's preseason though, Eli. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know, but
you should be doing that to that type of competition in the pre. Know? I just feel like you should be. That just shows me you at least you ready a little bit for the NFL. Now you got to do it. Now I got to sit against the number ones. Like if you could do it against the ones, then they got something. And not
right.
and now to me, that's the reason why I feel like they didn't let the rookie start because they probably want to gradually get them in there first. Because man, just look at their schedule. If you put that rookie quarterback in that brutal of a schedule, then they probably already gonna get fired. Dable and Shane Steichen, they both gonna be gone out of here.
You're
So
you're right.
they they gotta say their job some type of way, and that's definitely gonna
Right.
say. but
That makes sense.
the next team I want to talk about is the other New York team, and that's the New York Jets. So you know, Justin Fields finally gonna give him a shot at being a starting quarterback again. I think he was kind of robbed in Chicago because when he actually started getting weapons there, they took him away.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, he didn't. He had weapons, but it wasn't. It wasn't good weapons. I didn't think it was good weapons. So now he's in New York playing the Jets, and he's got Chris Olave. I mean, not Chris Olave, but what was the other
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. I'll be forgetting all those Ohio State wide receivers. There's so many of them. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, they got him, and I just don't know if he's the answer. He can't be the only number one guy on the team with Justin Fields. I just don't think that'll work right off the bat.
I totally agree with you. I think that they're going to be more of a run dominant team. Fields is definitely going to have to use his mobility for them to even have a shot. And again, like we've just said a couple times, preseason's not really the thing to look at, but it's a lot of what I've heard about the Jets is that they purposely weren't having him run a lot in the preseason, so they don't really expose what they do or are going to do. But you got to remember as well that they still do have Brees Hall, and then behind him is Braylon Allen, both great running backs. So I mean, they're going to have to make a name for themselves on the ground a lot more than they do in the air. That's for sure to even have a
But what
shot.
about their line though? Like they line is kind of suspect too, because every year they were saying that they had this great line, and then every time before they get to the regular season, somebody gets hurt, and
Yep.
so they got these two good running backs, and then you got a running quarterback, and you really don't have any true wide receivers, and I don't even know who his tight end is.
I don't either.
So I don't know. It's gonna be a work in progress. We know their defense is decent. They're gonna play hard. To my question is how much Justin Fields can develop. If he develops a whole lot better, then I can see them taking that next step. But if he's still like progressing to where he's still not being accurate, he's still not throwing the ball in tight windows, then yeah, it's gonna be another one of those seasons for the New York Jets.
Yeah, I don't see them making the playoffs. I think that they'd be a lot more reputable of a team than they were with Aaron Rodgers, to be honest with you. But I don't think they're going to the playoffs.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out because I'm pulling up their schedule now, and we got the big one, week 1. They're playing against his old team in the Pittsburgh Steelers, New York, against the
In
Jets.
Pittsburgh?
No, they're playing in New York.
Ooh. Oh man.
So
I'm still gonna give it to Pittsburgh, honestly.
Aaron Rodgers is coming back to New York, and Justin Fields is coming. He's playing against his old team in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh's again. I think they're gonna be a running team. The Jets are, and Pittsburgh's gonna be able to stop it. So I give it to Pittsburgh.
Okay, Pittsburgh it is. And me personally, I think the Jets is going to beat them because I don't believe in Pittsburgh this year. I really think that Mike Tomlin is going to get his first losing season because, yeah, old players, they just don't work very well when you got too
Yeah.
many roster. So then they stay home and they play the Buffalo Bills week 2. Ooh, this is a brutal schedule.
Yeah, the Bills winning that.
So they already 0-2. So
That's the other thing about the Jets. It's all a new coach too, so it's all
yeah. See, Aaron Glenn, he already inherited himself a good defense, but how fast can they learn his scheme? That's the problem. If they
right.
can learn his scheme, and we definitely got to see what Justin Fields do. Justin Fields is the key because he's the quarterback. If he's throwing the ball down the field, man, they're gonna be dangerous. But if he's just so, then so is their team. They're gonna be so.
Yeah, you're right.
But right now they look like they 0-2, and then now they got to travel to Tampa Bay week 3 and play the Buccaneers. Who you got?
Shit.
I know, right? It's a brutal.
Yeah. I don't know. I give Tampa Bay that one, honestly.
0-3, and then now
Ouch.
not only is they staying in Florida, now they're taking on the Miami Dolphins in Florida.
Well, at least they'll get their first win because Miami is a dumpster fire to me. So
And it's on
Jets
Monday.
take that one.
All right, Jets take it, and that's on Monday night too. And then week 5, they come home and they play the Cowboys.
Good job, Cowboys.
Cowboys it is. Then they stay home and they look like they're going over to Europe and playing the Denver Broncos because they playing at 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning. So it looks like they're gonna over in Europe somewhere. They don't say which one. Let me see. Maybe I can see which one it is.
Either way, they're going all that way to get their ass whooped by the Broncos. So
London. Okay, so ass whooping. So they're going to travel to London and get their ass whooped. So now they're 1-5, and then they got to come home. They got to come home and play a home game the next week and play the Carolina Panthers. Damn, they should have gave them a bye after that. That's crazy.
yeah, that is crazy. Usually they do get a bye. I thought.
Yeah, me too. I thought that too.
I'd probably give shit. I don't know with that travel. Like I said, I don't hate Carolina, but I'll give the Jets one. I'll give it to them.
Okay, Jets it is. Now they traveling to Cincinnati and playing the Bengals week 8. Who you got?
You know what? I'll take a surprise one here. I'll take the Jets on that one too.
Right, Jets it is. Then they get a bye. So they on a 2-game winning streak. They coming off a bye and they coming home and they playing the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, we got 3 in a row. There you go, Jets.
Row, 3 in a row. And then now they got a Thursday night game, short week. They traveling to New England and playing the Patriots.
Worst words ever come out of my mouth, but I think the Patriots win that one. I hate the
Patriots it is. And then week 12, they go to Baltimore and playing the Ravens.
that'll be a tough. I'm just kidding. Baltimore wins that one.
Baltimore wins that one. Now, week 13, they come back home and they're playing the Atlanta Falcons.
All right. I give that to Atlanta.
Atlanta it is. Week 14, they playing the Miami Dolphins at home.
See again, I think they take it over Miami.
Miami loses, Jets win. Now they traveling to Jacksonville week 15 and they playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I take the Jets.
Jets it is.
I don't like the Jags, man.
Okay. Now they traveling to New Orleans and playing the Saints week
Oh
6.
my.
Yeah, it looks like they
Schedule
got
gets
a lot of
that's
winnable games.
easy.
Yeah, they got a lot of winnable games at the end.
Yeah, I give them that over the Saints too.
All right. The Jets win that one. Now they're going back home and they're playing the New England Patriots week 17.
You make me say it twice. The Patriots win that one.
Patriots win. Patriots win. And the final game, they're going to Buffalo and playing the Buffalo Bills.
Then they end their season on a 2-game losing streak. Buffalo wins that.
We got another 7-10 team. Another 7-10 team. So right now in their division, we got 13-4 Buffalo Bills, 7-10, New England Patriots, 7-10, New York Jets.
Okay. It sounds about right though, really.
It does. And we got one more team to discuss, and that is the Chicago Bears. And my only question to you is we know that Caleb Williams got talent. We do. We see it. His problem is like Shador. He holds the ball a little too long, me personally, but he does make plays. And he don't throw interceptions. That's a good thing, but he do take a lot of sacks. So
Yes.
everybody said that Ben Johnson is this hot commodity that everybody wanted. He turned down so many jobs last year. He said this is the job he wanted. So now I'm asking you from where he came from in Detroit as the offensive coordinator and how Detroit looked. Do you think he can bring that same success to the Chicago Bears? So what is the ceiling for Williams with Ben Johnson?
Well, obviously you'd want to see just improvements with him. A lot of the things I've read about it is that he's a complicated coach in a way of like calling the way his plays are structured and the way they're all called. And I think that, you know, he's got to loosen that up a little bit, being that Caleb, what's Caleb now? Second year, third year?
Second year.
Second year. Yeah. So, I mean, that's got to be, you can't take that for granted necessarily. You don't want to overwhelm the kid. I agree with you completely. He's definitely talented, but definitely has to get rid of the ball. Ben Johnson is a great mind though, so I think that he could take them there, but he's going to have to ease up a little bit, I would think.
My thing is with I can't trust any quarterback who paints their nails. it's, it's hard for me to believe in somebody who wants to paint their nails and be successful, but to each his own. I mean, if that's what you do, but my thing is that I got to see what Ben Johnson does as a head coach. Like we know what he is as an offensive coordinator. He's very talented, but when you running your own team, that's totally different. And with Caleb Williams, he wants him to be at 70% um, completion percentage, and I just don't know if he got that in him, man, because it's not a lot of quarterbacks who do that now. So to
Right.
expect him to do it, man, that's gonna be tough, especially in their first year together. And granted, Chicago, they do got talent. If you list their roster on paper, you'll be like, damn, they should make the playoffs. And a lot of people do think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I gotta see it first. I really do. I gotta see it.
My
Um,
whole thing is the last time we had an offensive coordinator that was supposed to be a good head coach, he ended up in Indianapolis, and he's not a fucking good head coach. So we'll see what happens there.
right. You're right about that. So, all right, we're gonna take a look at this Bears schedule. Let's see what the Bears is looking like schedule wise. Let me go to it here in a minute. Right, all right. Chicago Bears. All right, they start off Monday night at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Season opener. Who you got?
I got Minnesota. Welcome to the league, JJ McCarthy.
Damn. Right off the back, huh? And
Yep.
then week 2, they traveling to Detroit and playing the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions in Ford Field. That's a tough pace to play.
0-2 already. Now Chicago is at home and they're playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh. At home, see, I know I took the Cowboys earlier when we did it, but I don't know, man.
So I
I
know
don't
that.
think that they're. I don't think they're gonna go 0-17. I think that'd be a toss-up game, really. I know I took the Cowboys earlier. I'm gonna stick with it, but I'll take the Cowboys. But
Okay, Cowboys it is. I agree with you. I think the Cowboys gonna win that one too anyway. All right. So they 0-3 right now. 0-3. So week 4, they traveling to Vegas and they playing the Raiders.
they can get that one. They'll get the Raiders, I think.
Raiders, they'll get the Raiders. So it look like they're 1-3 now. So they get a bye early, week 5. Then they come and play the Hail Mary game at Washington against the Commanders Monday night. Is we gonna see
That's
another?
Washington.
Is we gonna see another miracle?
No,
No miracles.
no, Washington's winning that one.
Commanders. And now, should I even say it? Week 7, they're at home and they're playing against the New Orleans Saints.
No, the Bears will get that one. Lucky for them.
All right, Bears it is. They're 2-4. Now they're traveling to Baltimore and playing the Ravens week 8. Who you got?
Out. Baltimore.
Baltimore it is. So 2-5. Now they travel to Cincinnati and they're playing the Bengals week 9.
Oh, see, I'll give the Bears that one. I don't trust the Bengals. I really don't. I think their defense sucks. And I don't think Joe Burrow is going to put up 50 points every game to win each game.
I don't think so either because their defense is still trash. But who am I? So the next game, so the next game, week 10, the Giants is traveling to Chicago and they playing the Bears. Who you got?
You already know Giants. Giants winning that one.
Giants. So it looks like they're 3-6 right now. Now they're traveling to Minnesota and they're playing the Minnesota Vikings. You gave Minnesota the first one. What about this one?
See, so I'll give it to Minnesota again though because they're going to have, as long as everything goes well, they're going to have that Addison back from suspension too. So they're just going to have another weapon. by that point. So I'm gonna go Minnesota again.
Okay, Minnesota it is. Now they're coming home and they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'll give it to Chicago for this because this should be what about winter time. Aaron's old bones are gonna break in the snow or cold Chicago weather.
It is in November. It's November 23rd. So yes, it is gonna probably be cold. So then
Yeah,
after that, they're traveling to Philly and playing the Philadelphia Eagles week 13.
Philly takes that.
And that's on a Friday.
Damn.
Around
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving.
we got all these weird days this year. That's right.
So you picking Philly?
Yeah.
Philly it is. So now December starting is here, week 14, and they're traveling to Green Bay and playing the Packers.
I give it to your Packers.
Packers it is. Now they have to come home week 15, and the Cleveland Browns are coming into
Give it to the Bears.
Bears it is. First 5 wins, 5-9 so far. Now they're playing the Green Bay Packers again at home, and it looks like it's going to be on Saturday.
I still give it to the Packers, I think.
Packers. Now they're traveling to San Francisco on Sunday night and playing the 49ers.
49ers.
49ers. In the last game, they're at home and they're playing against Detroit.
Ooh, I still give it to Detroit, even though it's that late in the season.
Ooh. So Chicago is
That's the
12.
last game, though. See, Detroit might be resting people, though, too. So that might be one of those just little, like, throwaway games, and Chicago wins it just for motivational purposes or whatever. But I still give it to Detroit.
Woo! So we got Chicago 5-12, so they definitely don't look like they making the playoffs this year.
I don't think so. So my question to you from that would be: do you move on from Caleb after that because he doesn't work with Ben Johnson, or
No,
do you let him just have a throwaway year?
nah. I think you got. I think because we know that Ben Johnson is a great offensive mind. Now, if it's looking like it's trash, like they're not progressing, then yeah, you probably would want to move on from there. But you got to at least give it 2 years, at least 2 or 3 years. I would at least say at least 2 or 3 years. Like if it's like not really working to where they not progressing, then yeah, I would definitely get rid of Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
But I kind of believe in him, but we'll see, man. He's got a lot of rookie wide receivers, a lot of young guys from last year. DJ Moore, you got Roman Tuesday. Now you got Luther Burden from Missouri. They got the tight ends. I mean, they're loaded. They
yeah,
got Sonny from the Kansas City. I mean, their line is stacked. Like I
yeah.
said, if you name out every single player on their offense, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a decent team to make the playoffs, but they got to show it to me.
Right. That's why I was asking because supposedly this quarterback class coming out next season is supposed to be pretty decent. So because we're getting that same talk here, obviously with the Colts situations, like, do you move on and draft again this season or let it ride one more time, or we'll see, I guess.
Well, before we go, I want to ask you a question, because I think the Colts is going to end up having to draft a quarterback. And speaking of who you trust more, who do you trust more? What which teams do you trust more? Which team do
As
you
in,
like?
what do you mean by that?
I mean, like, what teams do you trust? Like, if you had to put money on the line, who would you trust to get the job done?
Oh, okay, I got you. So the obvious answer would be like somebody like the Chiefs. Uh, But I like the Eagles, man. I think all around they're a well-built team. The money spread around fair, evenly, skill purposes. I like the Eagles a lot. Uh, do I think they have a great potential of being repeat champs? And yeah, I mean that's if I had to put it on the line with one team, that'd be them right now for me. And that's just overlooking football. That's not fandom included because obviously I want to root for my team, but I
Well,
just think they're a well-built organization.
I definitely don't trust the Colts because
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Ballard should have been gone a long time ago. I mean, as many draft picks he done missed on, it's ridiculous, man. He's still there. He's getting free money.
Yeah, they just cut another one of his draft picks, anyways. It's
and then
ridiculous.
and then what's crazy is that all his top draft picks, they don't really pan out. Like Anthony Richardson, he's about to be gone by the wayside. So it's gonna be like a waste, you know? It's gonna be a waste. And I definitely know, but I trust the team I trust is Green Bay because they're more consistent. It doesn't matter where I've said it before on our group text. I just feel like Green Bay does more with less. Like they don't have good wide receivers. We don't really know them by names. They're not stars. We don't even know if they're above average, but even their quarterback, I mean, their quarterback has potential and we feel like he can do something, but we really don't know. Kind of like with CJ Stroud. Like CJ Stroud, we know he's a good player, but we just don't know because he ain't really got no good weapons. Until he get good weapons, then we can see what what he's able to do. But yeah, I like Green Bay. I think Green Bay, they got the coach. And with a coach like that, he's always able to get more out of less.
Yeah.
And another team, I definitely like Houston. I believe in Houston too. Their defense is solid. And only reason why I like Houston is because of what division they in. Now, if they was in a different division, it'd be different. But I trust D'Amico Ryans because man, they have a better all around team than the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. And it's this division should not even be close at all.
No, it shouldn't. You're right. And I think it would raise some interesting questions if they don't win the division, to be honest with you.
Yes, it would raise a lot of questions. To me, that would be a step back if they do not win this division because it's so easy. Because really, the team that they're competing against that everybody feels like is Jacksonville, but Jacksonville, they don't look like they're gonna step up no time soon. You know, when your best wide receiver is a rookie wide receiver, he comes in and y'all still can't make the playoffs. That's just letting me know, y'all. It's a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
You're right.
But yeah, Eli, man, I definitely want to appreciate you coming on the show with me today, man. We got through another episode. I'm gonna put out some of the teams that I'm gonna put down for next week because football season is 8 days away. We got the Eagles and the Cowboys.
From Brazil.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm itching for some football. Most
Me
definitely.
too. College is about to be nice this weekend too, honestly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gotta highlight some of those games too, because we don't just talk NFL. We talk college too. So we got LSU, Miami. We got Texas and Ohio State.
Yeah, it's
Those
gonna be a
gonna
good one.
be good. Those is going Alabama, Florida State.
Notre
Those.
Dame, Miami is gonna be good.
Which one?
Notre Dame, Miami, I think is
Yep.
another one.
Yep, Notre Dame, Miami. That's another one. I mean, it's. I see. This is the reason why I like this playoff format is because now that teams they can actually schedule good teams at the beginning, like how they used to, right?
Right.
And, like they know if you lose early, you still okay. instead of just losing one game, it's like, nah, you're done. You're done for the whole season. Like it's different now. So like you can actually still win it by losing games. I like
Yeah,
the college football playoffs. I just don't want them to be putting a whole bunch of teams in there because then you're gonna start to water it down, and then it's not gonna be fun no more. Then you're gonna be having teams that you know that these major conference teams is gonna be destroying. Like last year, who SMU didn't have no business being in that college football playoff. No business.
oh yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, even though they was undefeated, they shouldn't have been there, man. I mean, come on, man. Put Alabama in there, but Alabama last year they didn't deserve to be in there either. But I just feel like they shouldn't put a whole bunch of teams in there. It's just gonna
Yeah.
walk down.
No, I agree with you completely. I mean, I've never really got super into it, but I'm paying a lot more attention these last 2 years for sure, especially seeing what they do with everything. But yeah, you're right. The more you put in there, the less desirable it's going to be.
Yep. It's like with the NCAA tournament now. Like now that they putting all these teams for more exposure, it's really not even though some of them games do be close, the product is just going down because man, all these kids is just running, gunning, and shooting
Yeah,
three and dunking. It's like that's cool, but it just makes the game boring. Like it's not really good fundamental basketball, which is terrible, man. Like people lost their fundamentals now. But
yeah.
well, as we move on, man. But like I said, I appreciate you coming on the show, Eli, man. Please like and subscribe our channel. Let you know we do got a show tomorrow, Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We got a couple of topics that we're going to discuss. And if you want to join, you're more than welcome. Eli, thanks again. You got any shots out?
Absolutely. Nah, man, just looking forward to it. I can't wait till we're having these talks the week after football.
Oh my God, man. Oh my
More
God. I'm about to start putting on my jerseys in a minute, man. I'm so pumped right now. Made me pull my shit out. But yeah,
We're
man.
gonna have to make a little bit of a gambling in here, some gambling pointers in here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. We could talk on the side about that one because that's what I do.
Hey, I'm down for it.
But yeah, thank y'all for watching for another episode, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Please like and subscribe because we cannot do this without y'all. So I do appreciate everybody who watches and supporting this show. And let you know, podcast football is out and is ready to go. Thank you.
Holla, holla.
Let you know.